everybody, welcome back to the next month of our portfolio update. So I did make a few changes, which you guys will see very soon, which definitely I think is a little bit better than how I have been doing it. So it's not just a whole bunch of tiny numbers and letters and stuff. But yeah, we're almost green on every stock, sort of. Over half of them are green now, which is great. QYLD is, yeah, probably never going to get there, break even, but from the dividend, I've earned plenty back on that. Robinhood is at earnings 1,500 we made in total return. So yeah, it's in at 2,600 for that, which is crazy gains. Walmart is up there too. Made 416 off of that. And SPHD is not bad for a dividend ETF, 3% something. I'd have to look into that again. And yeah, it's still down. Rivian is our biggest, or QYLD is and Rivian, but actually positive on QYLD with the dividend we got. And yeah, so for this month we went up. Here's the thing below that added charts that are going to make it look a lot better, I think. Even if it was so hard to set up. But yeah, we made from our total equity almost $1,275. And then from the total return, we went up 1,068.7, which is huge. So yeah, with all our total return losses and profits sitting at almost 2,200, 2,189.83 earned. And then I made a chart. It's not the greatest, but better than nothing. Let me expand that. It just shows what my equity is, which not too great. My three biggest ones make up 56.5% of my money invested, which is insane. Which is Roblox because of the earnings is why, because it went up 1,500. And then Robinhood, which what was that at? That was up. No, Robinhood's the one that went up a bunch, and then Roblox, I just invested way too much into. QYLD, I've invested a lot into over time, which yeah. And then there's Walmart, which isn't bad, and a whole bunch of other smaller ones. SPHD is my next. Tesla actually is my fifth biggest, but yeah, we'll move on to stock dividend. So yeah, all the red ones I marked it, which are ones I've sold off because it didn't make sense to hold them. And the light blue are ones that I'm reoccurring invested in. $1 every market day that's open. So it's about 22 a month, depending on all the days and that. But yeah, QYLD increase the dividend. I usually it's like 25% increase I get monthly with how many shares I get. But yeah, it increased its dividend a lot. Almost a whole dollar for how many shares I have, which is insane. So I'm sitting at 286.72 so far for the year for that one, which blows everything else away. Of course, with all the money I have in there and its high interest or dividend yield. And yeah, just a bunch of smaller ones. Finally got dividend from Worthington Steel, 27 cents for it is quarterly. I just invested at a terrible time apparently. And SORC is my second biggest, or RYLD probably is, wherever that one's at. $2.07. Or Walmart, never mind. Went to 249 for the quarterly, which is not bad for the 10 shares I had about at the time. Almost at 11 now. And yeah. And let's see today. Yeah. Overall 46.37 for the month. Increased it, thankfully. Because, yeah, 2 months ago in July, I sold all of them, a whole bunch, which didn't even drop at a dollar, which is crazy. And now I just jumped it up almost $10. which is insane. And then the interest, do have a little thing, but I'll just use a chart. I added the yearly totals of what I made each year ever since I had the account open while it was gaining interest. So obviously the first year I didn't have Robinhood Gold, hardly any money in. $7.60, which yeah, you can see 13 cents in February, 8 cents in March. Biggest one was $1.45 in August, and went up to 48.63 in 2022. Probably average $4 or $5. Well, no, definitely less. $4 a month, maybe $3. Terrible still. And then 2023 is when I jumped it up a lot, especially August is when all the money was in. Which, yeah, that's when I sold my house, I think, to go back to school and put it into Robinhood for the high interest. And yeah, jumped that up to 1,449 and 3 cents. And 2024, before they started cutting interest rates early in the month, yeah, started in September is when they cut it, or between August and September. So yeah, 2,515 and 18 cents from interest. And then 2025, yeah, interest rates keep getting lowered. I'm sure all you guys know that. Sitting at 1,673.37 right now, which is not bad. And then yeah, the 2025 total just made a little chart here for it. Yeah, not bad. So interest adds up, but now I'm more focused on putting more of the money I get from the interest into stocks, which is the only money I have going into my account right now with being in college. So yeah, the interest is not gonna get too crazy throughout the months. Maybe a little bit of increases, like $1 a month, maybe if I'm lucky. And then yeah, the dividend, I did the same with that. Yeah. It was the opposite. I had more of my money in stocks early on and then sold out a bunch in 2020 in 2023 I sold out a bunch. And now I'm just building that back up so that since the interest rates are dropping. Yeah, 26.31 in my first year, which yeah, December made $12.31. Now the lowest I get, yeah, it was actually only by 2 cents this year in February. That's terrible time for dividend. I don't know why it always is, but yeah, January is always the best. Every year it's been like that for me, except 2021. Right there is the only time January's been less than February since I actually been getting dividend. Which, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, 2022 I got 561 and 28 cents, which was my highest, which this year I don't know, it's gonna be close. 46. It should pass it, or it's gonna be really close. I don't even know. My average is like probably, ooh, let's just say adds 120, so I'm gonna be just short by $20. Let's say average is 40 if I'm lucky. But yeah, second highest was last year. Obviously building that up again, and yeah, for my lowest month, February 1233, which is awful. In January, almost $100, which is great. And QYLD makes up over 25% of that, which is nuts. In January, then it was, geez, okay, well, that was 80% of it. $78 I got from QYLD. Okay. But yeah, that is all for this video. If you guys enjoyed the charts, please tell me if there's anything else I can improve on that. Let me know and I will do it. And thank you all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next month.